keep this briefing brief.
Handlungsmission Kapitel 1. Auftraggeber Nagi, Ort Blade-Quartier. Lasst ihr von Lynn und Elmer den Verwaltungsbezirk, was auch immer, bringen mehr über Blade in Erfahrung. Dieses Spiel sollte man nicht in 720p zocken. Das ist ja eine kleine Schrift, ey. Gut. Während du dich im Verwaltungsbezirk umsiehst, kannst du dir überlegen, welche Aufgabe du dich in NRL zukünftig widmen möchtest. Lass dir ruhig Zeit und triff deine Entscheidung nicht leichtfertig. Ich werde so lange hier warten. Yes, Sir. Was ist denn das? Oh, ich bin kein Blade. Hupala, ist der falsche. Warte. Was? Könnt ihr mir keine Karte geben? Es gibt wirklich keine Karte. Warum gibt es keine Karte? Weil man die zum Spiel dazu bekommen hat? Warum ist denn jetzt Elmar da? Dieser smooth Ladebalken. Und ich sage es und es hält auf. Das ist so schön.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want her to join Blade.
Warum? Ich hab doch bloß ein paar Viecher erschossen.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Ich mag aber Fluff.
Get a load of that skell. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby.
Ich mag das Mädel.
Now this girl.
Aber sowas von Baby.
Just the coolest. Just everything about them. The lasers,
Pew,
the
pew,
force
pew.
fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some stealth things. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here. 1 sec.
Lynn,
Right. Sorry.
originally, scales were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot skells. And even then, you need a license.
Die hat eine Monado-Haarspange.
We're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
Lynn
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not
hat
that
2
simple.
Monados im Haar.
They choose
Monado!
you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
Scheiße.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the
Wenn ich
shoulder.
Monado krieg? Monado krieg?
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the mission control board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
Ah, ich frag mich, wie viele Jahre das nach dem... Der Verteidigungsminister Nagi hat die neue persönlich begrüßt? Na, da schau an. Muss ja eine vielversprechende Frau sein. Hier, wie weit das nach Chronicles spielt? Ob das auf dem gleichen Planeten spielt? Weil in Chronicles waren die Menschen ja auf diesen 2 riesigen Viechern. Und ich kenne das Ende von Chronicles nicht.
So this is mission control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updated. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey,
Ja. Ne? Pfui.
Ta-da! The Blade Scout console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one Blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other Blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell Blade without team. So, anyway, awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Okay. Das ist schon so ein geiles Teil, ne? Dabei mag ich die Dinge eigentlich nicht. Verdammt. Haha, ich bin gut. Es ist wie ein Jump'n'Run, nur irgendwie cooler. Hui.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell?
Hm.
Huh? Oh, right, the tour. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Verdammt, wir haben keine Verstärkungslinsen mehr. Wie sollen wir jetzt die Laserwaffen von Grenada GG herstellen? Sagt die Jungs im Industriegebiet, sie sollen hinmachen. Grenada GG? Okay. Als Blade kann man das Terminal da drüben nutzen, um neue Waffen oder so. Aber das macht so einen Bock zu springen. Hey, so komme ich da nicht hoch. Komm schon. Och, der Millimeter. Huch. Wenn du alle Schätze auf Mirror... Ja, du bist das gewesen. Hi. Listen.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us.
Ich will deine Rüstung.
Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Handlungsmission abgeschlossen. Belohnung. Was ist das 20 da? Irgendwie Ausrüstungspunkte oder so? Na klar. Ach, da unten. Das ist mein Klassenrang. Und darunter ist ein anderer Rang. Also habe ich jetzt Level 4, glaube ich. Warum kann ich das nicht tragen? Kann von mir nicht ausgerüstet werden. Miu. Und das ist der Status. Okay, Gravitresistenz ist das also. Faszinierend. Novize. Na, wie klingt denn das jetzt gerade, die Sängerin, hä? Okay. Ich kann mir meine eigene Klasse auswählen. Das ist schon mal cool. Aber ich glaube, bevor wir irgendwas tun, werden wir jetzt in Speed-Geschwindigkeit zu dieser wunderbar geilen Mucke zu unserem Ziel rennen. Blade-Quartier betreten. Wer sich an der Stelle nicht in dieses Spiel verliebt hat, der hat echt Probleme. Aber das ist mir egal, weil ich habe das Spiel endlich und ich bin happy.
Honey, we're home.
Yes. Very
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam?
Van Damme?
Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment.
What in the hell are we waiting for?
As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for Blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
Aber Logo!
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, she can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pathway, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the east gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Emma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
Belohnung 10.000. Wow. Ah, okay. Gehen wir... Ah! Kapitel 2 Neues Land. Ich habe die Karte gefunden. Sie ist hier unten auf dem Tablet. Sie haben sie endlich... danke. Was zum Teil? Was ist das? Das ist die Weltkarte. Was? Ich muss alles manuell aufdecken? Das ist ja widerlich. Das ist ja lächerlich. Wieso ist das 0%? Naja, egal. Gut. Dann sind wir also auf dem Flottmarsch flott. Was ist das? Bleibt er die nicht identifiziert? Was ist das? Nicht identifiziert. Was ist das? Abreisegenehmigung für Truppenmission erforderlich. Okay. Alles gut. Ob es Sniper hier gibt? Wäre schon cool. Kann ich wie Mass Effect die Dinge klacken und klauen? Brauche ich Schlaf oder bin ich unsterblich? Brauche ich Essen? Muss ich was trinken? Also ich sollte langsam was trinken. Ich sollte wirklich langsam was hier erst trinken. Nee, das ist so widerlich. Es ist nicht mal... Es ist nicht mal...
Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city
nur.
this time.
Und es ist
It'd be a
dunkel.
long walk all the way back over to the west gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigen activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigen butt, huh?
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does she know Irina and Gwyn?
We ran into them just before we met up with you. They were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour pro baloney. Those guys.
Ich komme nicht über die Monados klar in ihren Haaren irgendwie.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the east gate, shall we?
Shall we? Let's get started, shall we? Müssen wir latschen? Oh, das ist das Tor, oder? Karte. Die Karte, hier spricht Eleonora. Ich möchte dich daran erinnern, dass die Karte jetzt für dich freigeschaltet ist. Sie wird dir auf deinem Com-Gerät angezeigt und bietet Infos zu jedem Segment auf Mirror. Wirf unbedingt einen Blick darauf, wenn du mal nicht weiter weißt. Komm, was wolle, wir werden von dieser Mission zurückkehren, okay? Heil und ganz. Alle Arme und Beine noch dran. Versprichst du mir das? Ready, steady, go! Ich kann nicht aufhören zu springen, das macht so viel Spaß. Erkunde dich nach Thomas, nach den einheimischen Kreaturen. Owisse eignen sich super dafür, erste Kampferfahrung mit den einheimischen Kreaturen zu sammeln. In dieser Gegend wimmelt es auch nur so von denen. Anders als aggressive Zeitgenossen wie Krexe greifen Owisse erst an, wenn man sich aus der Reserve lockt. Das macht sie zu idealen Sparring-Partnern. Und noch ein gut gemeinter Ratschlag. Lass dich nicht in Kämpfen mit den gefährlichen Biestern am Namaskasee im Norden verwickeln. Entschuldigung, das war Bacon. Die Gegend dort wurde von schon so einigen erfahrenen Interceptoren zum Verhängnis. So lobenswert es auch ist, die Stadt zu schützen, man muss sein Leben nicht auf diese Art wegschmeißen. Wer nicht so ein Vieh entdeckt, renn lieber weg. Plaudern! Nelsons Team ist anscheinend verschollen. Sie wollten nur ein paar Daten installieren und anschließend direkt in die Stadt zurückkehren, was da bloß passiert ist. Ich weiß nicht, wem oder was sie da draußen begegnet sind, aber lasst dir das eine Warnung sein. Man kann auf diesem Planeten einfach nicht vorsichtig genug sein. Geronimo! Wow. Was sind denn das für geile Kästchen? Ist ja nice. Naja. Gut, haben wir irgendwas in der Nähe? Was Nettes? Seid ihr diese Biwisse? Oh mein Gott, was seid ihr denn? Ihr seid Tapirschweine. Tapir-Wombats. Tapir-Wombat-Mugel. Tapir-Mugel-Wombatze. Oh Gott, seid ihr süß. Scheiße. Ist das knuddelig? Da komme ich nicht drauf klar. Ich will einen haben. Ich will einen haben. Wie kann man sowas angreifen? So eine Viecher greift man nicht an. Die sind zu knuddelig dafür. Aber da liegt Zeug. Ein Flammensalat. Osttorsteppe. Da oben sind ein paar doofe Käferchen. Was ist das? Ich renn zu viel und zu schnell. Ist das mein Ziel da vorne? Das ist ja nett. Hitzebeständiges Rohr. Heißes Früchtchen. Oh, Scheiße. Tatsächlich. Schönes Ziel. Wow. Was bist du denn? Das sieht nicht freundlich aus.
What the hell happened here?
Ich bin wohl falsch rum hingelaufen.
You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius? Unless... what?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Geil.
But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago. But it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep, and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
Was ist denn ein Tyrant?
The tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in your mood. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some tyrants will actually register as low rank when you find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak of. The system can't account for everything, though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
Okay, wir können das Ding doch so nah nicht in der Hauptstadt stehen lassen.
As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Welche Stufe hat's denn? Ausrüstung und Techniken. Tyrants sind richtig mies. Auf keinen Fall einfach drauf losstürmen. Überprüfe unbedingt erst deine Ausrüstung, also sämtliche Waffen und Rüstungsgegenstände, und sorge dafür, dass deine Techniken bereit und trainiert sind. Trainieren, Techniken trainieren. Klar, machen wir mal. Gucken wir uns das Ganze endlich mal an. Anscheinend ist es freigeschaltet. Oder ich habe noch keine Klasse oder was auch immer. Hoppala. Hoppala, Jo. Hier. Trainieren. Macht was? Versuchen wir das einfach mal. Okay, die Aufladung geht schneller. Der Schadensfaktor ist höher. Ein Treffer, Brand 2. Das wollte ich aber nicht. Dann machen wir lieber das hier. Hier. Wuchthammer. Ich glaube, noch einmal sollte drin sein. So. Machen wir Wuchthammer. Trainiert. Läuft. Und dann einmal speichern. Wer weiß, was passiert. Ach so, dann noch das Wichtigste. Von hinten. Welches Level hast denn du, mein Kleiner? 5! Okay.
I've got cover fire. Shadow Force. Hit him again, Gordon.
Yeah, you're on top of this now.
Whoa.
Wie kann ich eigentlich das Ziel ändern? Oder greife ich einfach automatisch das an?
Move in and keep them going.
Soul Hammer. Flame Grenade.
Okay, Feuerresistenz, nicht schön.